An inspirational story on hard work and perseverance.
Once upon a time in the small village of Brookstay, there lived a young boy named Phil. He was born into a poor family, living in a tiny hut made of mud and thatch. The village was known for its beautiful landscapes and enchanting tales of hidden treasures. But to Phil, it seemed like a distant dream. From a tender age, Phil had a heart filled with curiosity and a mind brimming with dreams. He often gazed at the stars and wondered if one day he could reach out and touch them. His parents, humble farmers, worked day and night to make ends meet, and they couldn't afford to send Phil to school. But that didn't deter him. He borrowed books from the village library and learned to read and write by himself. One day, as Phil was exploring the forest near his village, he stumbled upon an old man, clad in tattered clothes, sitting under a tree. The old man's eyes twinkled with wisdom, and he beckoned Phil to come closer. "Young lad, what brings you to this part of the woods?" he asked in a gentle voice. "I seek knowledge and a way to change my life," Phil replied earnestly. The old man smiled and said, "Knowledge is the key to unlocking the doors of success. I have something for you." He handed Phil a small, ancient-looking book. In this book, you will find wisdom that will guide you on your journey. But remember, success comes to those who persevere and work hard. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Phil thanked the old man and rushed home to devour the contents of the book. It was filled with parables, idioms, and proverbs that held profound meanings. One particular parable caught his attention. A river cuts through rocks, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. He realized that, like the river, he needed to persistently pursue his dreams, no matter how many obstacles stood in his way. With newfound determination, Phil decided to make use of every opportunity that came his way. He started working odd jobs in the village, helping neighbors with their chores and earning a small income. He saved every coin and attended free workshops on various skills. He became an expert in carpentry, gardening, and even learned how to play the flute. As he honed his skills, Phil's reputation spread throughout the village. People began seeking his assistance, and his income grew. With every cent he earned, Phil invested wisely. He started a small vegetable garden and sold the produce at the village market. Slowly but steadily, he accumulated wealth. One day, word reached the neighboring kingdom about Phil's extraordinary abilities. The king, intrigued by the tales of the poor village boy turned skilled tradesman, invited Phil to his palace. Phil hesitated, feeling overwhelmed by the prospect of meeting the king. But he remembered a proverb he had read, "When opportunity knocks, do not lock the door," and bravely accepted the invitation. In the grand palace, Phil showcased his talents in front of the king and his courtiers. The king was impressed by Phil's humility, hard work, and determination. He offered Phil the opportunity to work in the royal court as an advisor, as well as the chance to learn from the most renowned scholars in the kingdom. Phil's life took a dramatic turn, from rags to riches. He embraced his new responsibilities with gratitude and humility. Over time, his wisdom and intelligence earned him the king's trust and admiration. Phil's rise to prominence became a tale told to inspire generations to come. In the years that followed, Phil's benevolent spirit never wavered. He established schools and libraries in his village, ensuring that every child had access to education. He used his wealth to fund various charitable endeavors, helping the less fortunate rise above their circumstances. The village of Brookstay transformed into a thriving community, thanks to the boy who believed in himself and embraced the wisdom of ancient parables. Phil's story echoed through the ages, reminding people that hard work, perseverance, and a hunger for knowledge could lead anyone from rags to riches, not just in wealth, but in heart and spirit. And so, the legend of Phil, the boy who turned a parable into reality, continued to inspire countless souls to dream, believe, and achieve the impossible.